Logan Corporation was initially started being a hardware store located in Logan, West Virginia, servicing the mining industry. And when mining was really at its peak, we were at our peak. And so likewise, when mining began to fall, we did the same. We were looking to get into a different business model out of mining. So we had gotten hooked up with Brett Traver, and he introduced us to some OCS grants and other related type grants from the government that allowed us to grow our business without having to rely on banks or any type of private investments. So that's where the truck bodies came along.
SCED is a regional economic development organization. It covers 45 of Kentucky's 120 counties, so more than a third of the state, all central Appalachian counties. We provide loan services as a community development financial institution, an SBA microlender to businesses of all sizes.
It was a big deal to be able to have some options for us to keep this 117-year-old company alive.
This facility that we're currently in, we moved in November of 2016. It was a former mining supply company which had shuttered the doors the previous year. A lot of employees were from this local community and they had lost their jobs. When we moved in, we've been able to hire many of those back. Mining used to be 100% of Logan's business. Now dump body manufacturing and design is 75% of what we do. And now we're actually producing almost 600 per year.
Shyersville's a great little community, probably around 1,900 population. We're a small, close-knit community. Everybody knows everybody. It's a community where a lot of people have to leave here to work a commute of a day, whether it be to Lexington or neighboring towns.
Well, in our region, in our 45 county region, the median household income is only $36,000. That's 43% below the national average. So just about everybody we touch is a low-income household or individual.
The unemployment rate in this county ranks among the highest in the state of Kentucky, around 13 to 14%. And to illustrate what 13 to 14% unemployment rate looks like, this is our current stack of job applications.
When Continental/Joey Mining was here, this was the big part of the community right here. At one time, I think there was like 300 people. They had 3 shifts going at one time here, and it was everything. I mean, right here in this little community. When I lost my job, actually I didn't know what I was going to do. I had no idea. I mean, here I am, a middle-aged man, and starting all over again, and I was like, what am I going to do? Where do I start? I was millwrighting. I'd worked at Toyota some and Louisville some, and I'd done that a little while. I had to stay away from home a little while, and I was like, hey, I don't like it, staying away from home. I've been at home all my life, and thankfully Logan come over here, and I was like, well, I've got to get my application in there, and thankfully I got on, back at home.
I'm a mechanical engineer. I handle the design work for the dump body side of this business. In this part of the state of Kentucky, there just aren't many opportunities for mechanical engineers. I'm exactly like a lot of the guys in this shop. If I did not work in this location, I would have to drive a significant distance to find work.
A lot of my friends worked in the community but had to move away or travel away to get further jobs to make a living. Without this job, I would, probably be traveling away from home, doing what these other guys is doing, sacrificing their life and their families, just to make a living for them.
A lot of people look at Appalachia as a problem to be solved, and it really is an opportunity, and that's the message we really need to deliver. SCED has received a dozen OCS grants and created around 800 jobs over that time. Just in the past 2 years, we've had direct impacts to beneficiaries of around 1,800 people. And It's been really great to see what those people have been able to do and putting people to work in the region.
This grant affected our day-to-day operations by allowing us to expand our production. We have invested in several new pieces of equipment that has upped our production and efficiency. We've also been able to invest in additional raw material and inventory, which gave us a quicker turnaround time on our orders.
If you can get me a quote for the tires, we can.
We think one of the better benefits of the OCS grant is the benefit of having a success coach on site once a week to speak with our employees, to go over any type of financial hardship.
Is there anything else that I can help you with, or your family?
They have someone that's not associated with the company, and they could speak with them directly, candidly, and confidentially.
It's gone up a lot. We can assist you with a gas card also. Okay. Some of the barriers that the employees I work with face are they're working but still can't make it. You know, they're paying their money out in bills, and at the end of the month they have very little left over in their check. A lot of these employees with outloading and their employment here would either be homeless or on welfare and struggling, maybe out doing things they shouldn't be doing, you know, to get money and provide for their family. So I'm really happy to be here to help fill that gap, to help them and help the community. Because when they're employed, they are tax-paying citizens, so that helps the community.
Since we've moved in and had the success that Logan has had, because I'm from here, when people see me in the community, they always ask how we're doing. We really appreciate you guys coming back in and opening the facility back up. It's been a really positive thing for this community.
It's hard to believe that one company could have such an effect on a community. It's a great feeling to be able to employ people and for them to feed their families, and they do a lot of great work and a lot of hard work, and without the employees, we're not here. So it goes hand in hand. You know, we've been able to do some good for some families in this region, but they've really been able to do some good for us every day when they come to work.